Thank you for helping me get my health back. Thank you for helping me drop my excuses and get my mind right. And thank you for all of the support and writing this program that works fabulously if you put the work in. Well, it's chaotic like this with kids. So I am a health coach myself. And so for years and years, I've had what I feel like is I've had things figured out where my health was concerned. And then I just had a series of events that like menopause and a divorce and moving and a really stressful job. All these things compiled, leaving me with lots of excuses why my health was deteriorating and why I was gaining weight. And so even being a health coach, I just couldn't get myself under control, and I couldn't figure out how to get myself back on track by myself. So that was life before Tabitha. And so I just kind of got tired of my own excuses and my own stuff. And that's why I contacted her. It was in the end of October, and I was staying with my great niece for 3 nights. She was 8 months at the time, so I just had some alone time, a lot of alone time that weekend without my kids and without anybody else around, just the baby. And I was just like, what is happening here? Why can't I figure this out? And I had already signed up for Tabitha's 5-day Kickstart, but I hadn't opened any of the emails. And that had been about 6 weeks that I had emails in my inbox. So I opened them all that weekend. I read through everything. I started tracking my food again. I started exercising immediately. And yeah, that was just the moment where I was like, I'm fed up. I was very excited because I'd been introduced to Tabitha via Facebook about probably 3 years ago from a mutual friend. And so I knew she was the real deal, and I knew whatever information she passed along was going to work. If I applied it, it was going to work. So I was excited about it. So she has a private Facebook page of people that she coaches one-on-one through this 12-week program. And then she also has this broader community. And so you're invited into both. She has the every other week coaching calls. You can contact her via Voxer anytime, and she responds. And so you have that verbal back and forth. So it's not just a typed out, you have to read through things. You can listen to the messages and then respond. And then you can schedule one-on-one calls with her. I lost 11 pounds. I lost about 14 inches. Those were the scale victories. But getting my morning routine back, my morning workout routine, which it had completely gone by the wayside for probably 1.5 years, 2 years, maybe longer. And I used to be a very avid every morning workout person. I couldn't comprehend how people didn't live like that. And then I found myself in that same situation, not living like that. So she very quickly helped me reestablish my morning routine, set my macros, which I've never operated that way before. So tracking, even though I've been a food tracker, I didn't really know what I should be tracking as far as the amount of protein I'm supposed to be getting, the amount of carbs I'm supposed to be getting. So setting that was huge. I'm a vegetarian, so it's always been difficult for me to get protein. My clothes are fitting so much better. I just got back from a little vacation in Florida, and I went to put my bathing suit on, and I was like, but it doesn't even fit. It's way too big from last summer. It's way too big. So that was pretty exciting. She's very relatable. So she's a mom. She's got, a ton of kids. I'm a mom. I don't have as many kids, but We have a very busy life. My teenagers are in all the sports. She helps talk through that too. It's not just like, oh, you should be eating this or you should be exercising, but it's how to fit all of that into your very busy life. So she's completely relatable, very down to earth, non-judgmental, just, you know, that unconditional support. Like, she never makes you feel like you failed, like, you know, you get a week behind. She's like, why do you view it as a week behind? It's not a week behind. You know, you're just where you're at. So yeah, so she's fabulous that way. Schedule the call with her, schedule the 60-minute call with her and let her talk through it. And don't be afraid of like the cost commitment. Getting your health back, or maybe getting it for the first time, is worth every single penny that you will spend. Plus, it's not just a 12 weeks and you're out. Like, you know, you have her, like, she's your support, and the other girls in the group are your support for much longer than that program.